super happy to be with you again to continue reading from our book, Tyrabbisaurus Rex. Yesterday we read the first chapter that was from Tyrabbisaurus Rex's point of view. Crazy bunny who thinks he's a dinosaur. And today we're going to read not one but two chapters, like I promised. We're going to read the first chapter from this young lady's point of view. Her name is Ginger. And Ginger, well, I'll let you see how she feels about the rabbit being in their classroom. But here's the thing. Ginger likes to dress in very fancy dresses. She always likes to look very pretty. And she especially loves to wear her fancy hats. Hats like this one. And you know what the funny thing is? When I created Ginger's character, I was looking around my house and thinking, how can I make Ginger kind of stand out and unique? And one of the things about me that you may not know is that I love hats. Hats of all kinds. And I have a very large collection of hats. Maybe enough hats to wear one a day while reading aloud to you guys. So, today I'm going to wear my little fancy hat that Ginger would have loved. I'm going to wear it while I'm reading to you. So this first chapter, like I said, is from Ginger's point of view. So, here we go. Ginger. Why did Mrs. Cabbage have to bring in a pet rabbit? Classrooms aren't supposed to have pets. I don't like that rabbit at all. Have you seen that rabbit's teeth? They're huge. Plus, animals don't belong indoors with people. They're animals. They belong outside. That's what my mother said when my brothers asked for a dog, and when they asked for a turtle, and when they asked for a snake and a ferret and an iguana. Animals belong outside, she always said, and she was right. Ever heard of a rabbit being let inside? I'd set the rabbit free, but then I'd have to get close to it. I don't care what the other kids say. Cuddle Bunny is not the right name for that rabbit. His monster teeth and the way he kicks his legs are proof of that. He should have a scary name, like the Rabbit of Death, not Cuddles. I'm not even sure he's a real rabbit. Are rabbits supposed to grow that big? Maybe he's a mutant rabbit. Maybe someone did a bunch of experiments with animals, and Cuddles is really a rabbit dog. I guess he's kind of small for a dog, but he sure is huge for a rabbit. Every time he looks at me, I get chills. It's like his eyes are saying, "You look mighty tasty to me, human." And why don't rabbits talk anyway? Every other animal says something. The way that rabbit acts, he should be able to roar like a lion, or at least hiss like a baby kitten. But instead, all he does is thump his feet. A lot. Like we understand why he's stomping away in his house. The only time he doesn't stomp his feet is when we're feeding him. And then he's one crazy rabbit. He drags his veggies, all of them, into his house one at a time and eats them right in there. And when we get him his pellet food, he shoves his face right up against the bowl and then uses it to shove the bowl all the way to his house. Boom, boom, boom. He then darts into the house, pokes his head out to grab some food, then pulls back into the house to eat. In, out, in, out. It's like he's a turtle and the house is his shell. Maybe that's what they mixed him with. Maybe he's a rabbit turtle. Only not those small turtles, but those really big ones. Like sea turtles. The kind that could eat a baby whale. Yup, those turtles. I just don't understand it. This is a school! People don't expect to find giant mutant rabbit turtles chomping on hay inside a school. Great. It's Maria. That girl is ridiculous. She thinks the crazy rabbit is the cutest thing ever. Look at her fawning all over him and him ignoring her. Oh, Cuddles, aren't you the cutest thing ever? Bleh. She's so sweet it makes me sick. So that's Ginger of the very, very, very fancy hats. Right? She loves her hats. But she does not love Cuddles. She thinks the rabbit does not belong in a school. That's Miss Ginger. Now, the next chapter is by another student. This one's name is Maria. Maria has her hair in braids just like mine. And we're going to see what Maria thinks about the bunny. So be thinking about Maria and how she's like Ginger and how she's different from Ginger. Because at the end we're going to do a little bit of comparing and contrasting. Ready? Maria. I cannot believe how cute that little rabbit is. Mi abuela always kept conejos in Mexico, but they did not look like this. Plus, he always ate those rabbits. I feel a little guilty, knowing that once or twice, or maybe 100 times, I ate a little guy who was just like our Cuddles. Except those rabbits were gray and not as soft. I don't think. It's not like I played with them or pet them or anything. We just kept them outside in a big hutch, and when it was time to cook one, mi abuela would go out to the pen and grab one, and that was that. I love mi abuela's rabbit stew. Next summer, when we go visit her, she'll probably fix my favorite rabbit stew dinner, and she'll expect me to enjoy it as much as I did last summer. I wonder if I'll be able to eat it. Maybe I can pretend it's cow meat instead. Or maybe I could tell her I've decided to become a vegetarian. Except that means I can't eat any meat at all, and I don't think it'll be easy to be a vegetarian in Mexico. I'll probably starve. Poor Cuddles. He looks so miserable inside that cage. I don't think he likes being all cooped up like that. At least he's not one of my abuela's bunnies about to get eaten for dinner. I'm supposed to be doing my math worksheet, but all I can think about is poor Cuddles. All alone in that cage. I know we're not supposed to let him out because something bad might happen. He might get hurt, or someone like mi abuela might catch him, and then he'd get eaten after all. But he looks so lonely in there. Maybe if I just open the cage and pet him. That sounds like a good idea. I can probably manage it without Mrs. Cabbage even noticing. The cage is so tall. It has 3 floors and 2 ramps. It's taller than me, so I can probably stand right beside it and she might not even notice. She's busy with Javon anyway. Cuddles is on the 2nd floor and he's staring right at me. I think he's asking me to let him out because I'm his friend. And that's what friends would do. Let him out for just a little bit of exercise. He's on the 2nd floor though. If I open that door, he might get hurt trying to jump down. Mrs. Cabbage is still talking to Javon. I slide out of my chair and step up to the cage. I open the 2nd floor door, just a crack, and then I sneak my hand in to pet him. But he must not have noticed because he darts down the ramp toward the 1st floor. I sigh and close the door again. I sit back down at my desk, but I can't stop looking at Cuddles. He's sitting on the ramp between the 1st and 2nd floors. He looks so sad. Now Mrs. Cabbage is talking to Zing. I slip onto the floor in front of the cage and open the bottom door, just a crack. It's just enough that Cuddles can get out if he wants to. Probably he won't even notice the 1st floor door is open. Probably he won't even leave. Probably he'll just stay on the ramp and won't even go the rest of the way downstairs. I think he's noticed. He's heading down the ramp. Still, it's his decision. I left the door open a little, but it's really up to him whether he wants to stay in the cage or not. He stares at me from the bottom of the ramp and he doesn't move. Maybe he won't leave if I'm too close. I scoot a little bit away. He hops forward a couple hops, but then he stops again. I lean forward and pull the cage door open just a little bit further. Cuddles barrels through the door. I manage to pet him as he streaks by. He sure is fast and so soft. There's a picture of Miss Maria. Trying to pet Cuddles as he zooms by. I scoot around and watch as Cuddles hops toward Mrs. Cabbage. He stops and looks around. Then he turns and hops under Derek's chair. Derek doesn't even notice. I slip back into my chair. My math worksheet is still waiting on my desk. I haven't done a single problem. But who can concentrate on math at a time like this? Cuddles is free. Cuddles pokes his head out from under Derek's chair, looks around, and then darts across the aisle, stopping under Sasha's desk. She doesn't notice either. Cuddles pops his head out, looks around, and then heads for another desk. Uh-oh, it's Ginger's. This can't be good. Oh boy. So Maria has let the rabbit out and now he's on the loose in the classroom and I wonder what's going to happen next. I would love to hear your predictions. Feel free to post them on social media. You can email them to me, whatever you want to do. You know how to reach me. Put them up here on the screen again at AJ Culey. And of course, don't forget to tag at Tyrabbisaurus. Also, I have put on my website at www.ajculey.com a worksheet that you could maybe do. It's a Venn diagram, if you know what that is. It's a compare and contrast where you can actually type into it on the computer or you can print it out and write on it, comparing our two characters we read about today, Ginger and Maria. How are they the same? How are they different? And how do they feel about Tyrabbisaurus Rex? And of course, maybe even, how do you think they feel about Tyrabbisaurus Rex's escape? I hope you guys are enjoying this book. I'm loving it. And I can't wait until tomorrow because tomorrow's chapter is hilarious. It's one of my most favorite chapters in this book. Well, okay, one. I have several favorite chapters, but it's a good one. So be sure to tune in tomorrow for chapter 4. Thanks for joining me today. It was lots of fun. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.